Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of The Spotlight here on Hype-Radio.com. I am your man Shadow, and this is what we do here every Friday at 9 p.m. We bring you the best of the best of the best, sir. So tonight what we got for you is a real treat. We got an out-of-towner, goes by the name of Truth Ali. He's going to tap in a little bit, give us a little bit of a feeling on what it took for him to get where he's at and see where he's going to go. You know, it's a real treat to talk to new artists who are really doing really well for themselves, and he is truly one of them. Shout out to DJ Billy Knight, One Umbrella. This is crazy enough. It's going to be March Madness this month, thank God. Real basketball. And officially, this is the One Umbrella month. Every Friday, we're going to talk to another artist from One Umbrella. Shout out DJ Billy Knight. And we're going to bring them in, break them off to the world here. Speaking of the world, welcome to the West Coast. Welcome to Vegas, Texas, Detroit, Atlanta, prayers to Ukraine, Cape Town, Africa, and Brazil. These are all the places that we are being heard at right now. So if you want to get on here or you want to hear great music, make sure you tap in. TuneIn app is free. Hype Radio is real. You also get it on the web, www.hype-radio.com, and you can listen to us all day long. That's what we do here. But once we get the man here, we're going to really get into this conversation and see what it takes. Oh, there he is himself.
What's good?
What's up with you, bruh?
Man, I'm blessed. How you doing, bro?
Man, sometimes me, all the time you, bruh.
Well, I appreciate y'all.
No, man, I appreciate you taking the time on and coming to politic with me a little bit here.
No doubt, man. Real recognized, real, man. You know, real hip hop lovers gotta always congregate. That's the way I see it.
Now that's crazy you said that, because upon seeing you and looking through your IG, you know, I had to do my little homework. I had to do a little bit of stalking. Bruh, you a lot more lyrical than your pictures actually show.
Oh, bro, that's what I pride myself on, man. It's the technical side, the metaphors, the punchlines, the similes, and just trying to. I mean, hip hop been around for so long. It's hard to really say something new.
Right. That's real.
Stay a different way, you know what I mean? Just trying to find ways, and just at the end of the day, just telling your story, man. Telling your story, you're gonna stand out because nobody is you. You know what I mean?
That's facts. That's real facts, and you really proving that point. So let's go ahead and get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Welcoming to the spotlight is my new family member, Truth Ali. Mr. Ali, welcome to the spotlight here on Hype-Radio.com. It is my honor to sit here before you, sir, and get to know you better. Let's go ahead and get this started. Where you from, player?
Man, I'm originally from Bakersfield, California, but I've been in Dago for like 11 years, man. So I kind of claim with both, but you know, when people ask me, I say I'm from the West Coast, but at the end of the day, I was born and raised in Bakersfield, California. I know y'all have been SAC, right? So
Yeah.
It's probably familiar with that valley area, you know what I mean? And you know, like I said, Dago embraced me, so it's awesome.
Shout out to Bakersfield, and it's always love in Dago, bruh. Always.
Bro. Man, Dago is like the greatest city because you get all the things that you want in a big city, but it's not like too overly populated.
Right.
They're always good, you know what I mean? But as an artist, it's like you're always inspired to create because there's so much niceness around you, you know?
Right. Now, how many years you been in the game?
I mean, I don't want to tell my age.
Okay, then wait. Let me do this again. So you've been in the game now for a while.
Yeah.
When you first started this, what got you interested in actually getting into hip hop?
Man, that's a layered question. I would say when I was younger, my uncles used to always have me rapping. Like,
Okay.
we had a karaoke machine, so they put like the tapes that had the instrumental on one side, and then they just had me on there busting. So I think it was kind of it's been in me forever. But my dream was always to be a hooper. and that didn't pan out. So it was like typical story for a rapper, dude. You know what I mean? I was like, let me see what's to this pen game. And then one of my homies had built a home studio who was bootleggers, whatever, and he let me go record. But I was like, this is like, it just felt like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And you know, every time I feel like I don't want to do it anymore, like being an artist is a hard thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every time I'm stopping and doing something else, something happens that's like, nah, this shit messy, bro. You gotta go. Like I'm a firm believer in spirituality and God, and I just follow that. Because of that, this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now you said your uncles had a karaoke machine. Besides karaoke, is there any like other music in the family? Instrument playing? They sing, and you know, we talented everywhere. I gotta ask the question, bro.
Nah, that's my grandfather was like, you know, a lot of people say when they got family members that do music, they biased. But like my grandfather was like, as a jazz funk singer songwriter, was like, he was that dude, bro. Like a guy. So he used to take me to band practice, and I would sit there and watch him. And then him and my cousin Wendell, they're originally from Memphis, but Wendell I think live in Memphis now. But they had this band called Soul Purpose, and it was like funk and like it was gospel, but it wasn't like it was traditional gospel. It was more like gospel jazz, and you know, with the synthesizers. You know what I mean? So I've been in music, entrenched in music since like my inception, bro. Like not even capping. Like it's just in me. That's just who I am.
Now, for me hearing this hit single that you can hear now in rotation here on hype-radio.com, bruh, the song is named I Saw Love. Now, let's go ahead and before we get into the song, let's get into this question here. Like I said, your gram don't really show who you sound like.
Yeah, of course.
Now, being from Bakersfield, close to LA, going to Dago, they got they politics there too.
Yeah.
You decided to go a whole different way on this West Coast. You went real lyrical with it instead of like I hate when people ask me and I have to say gangster, but it's not really that. It's like it's real street shit here.
Yeah.
What made you go that way?
When I first started, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of on that more, but as I matured and I started, like stuff started happening in the world, it was like I felt a responsibility, even with my little platform, to talk about things that's really going on out here. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm still gonna touch. It's hip hop, like all of that. The street shit is hip hop. Like that's never gonna leave. But I think it's important to show another side of people like me. You know what I'm saying? Because kids are out here getting gunned down because of what they look like and what they sound like. When in reality, most dudes like me ain't really no dude. Like I'm the most mellow dude in the world, man. Like I'm cool. Like I got friends in every racial group ever, bro. Like I'm the most just, you know. So and most of my friends are like that. So I felt like it was a responsibility for me to kind of show that we got layers too. You know what I mean? And then just being a student of the game, like the artists that last forever, the Nas's, the J's, and I mean Pac been gone for, you know, two and a half decades, and we still like got him in the GOAT conversation because of what he was touching on was an emotion as opposed to a fad. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what class or no matter what race you in, pain is always going to be pain. You know, joy, love, all of that is going to be the same. So if you capture that emotion, even if they can't really get down or understand your upbringing, they're going to attach to that emotion, and that's where the timeless stuff comes. So I just felt like it was just, as an MC, if I'm going to be a true MC and really be, you know, where I want to be, there's certain things, and like I remember Royce was talking about checking boxes like a few months ago, and that's exactly what it is. It's just like I want to do the socially conscious stuff too, along with all the other stuff, you know what I mean? So love of the game and just a responsibility, you know what I mean?
Okay. Now, is there a video to this single or?
I got a pretty. It's a lot of moving pieces, you know what I'm saying? It's like I really believe in this record, so I want to make sure the visual, like that's kind of been something for me that I gotta make sure the visuals meet the quality of the music. So we actually working on that. Now we got a treatment. It's just a lot of moving parts, and you know, it involves a lot of different people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, here's my question, because I don't know when it exactly started, is your video, your visuals, going to reflect the song? Because I'm tired of seeing visuals that reflect something that has nothing to do with the motherfucking song. Like, bruh, what the fuck was y'all thinking coming up with this video that has nothing to do with the song?
Yo, I think we in the era of like everybody trying to catch a vibe. You know what I mean? So, you know, when I was growing up, you know, I'm from the era like Hype Williams, and like, you know, it'd be even if it wasn't like a short film, it felt like it was a short film. Right. You know what I mean? So, no, to answer your question, nah, man, we gonna, like I said, the love, emotion, you got to capture that. You know what I mean? You got to do certain things to make sure, like, this is the message that we trying to put behind it, as opposed to just trying to capture a vibe and whatnot. You know what I mean? And I'm, you know, I'm guilty of that too. Every rap artist is guilty of just trying to vibe. So, not for this one.
Thank you. If nobody else was saying, damn it, I appreciate that. Okay, so this is on a new album. It's not just a single. It's a single off a new album. What is the name of the album?
So I got an album. It's called Da Vinci Hotel. So like Leonardo da Vinci, but we from the West Coast, so I put THA, and it's just a concept of like a hotel. So, you know, I literally got like a song about the elevator, you know, and then just certain rooms represent things, but it's done in a way to where I'm still able to capture like all the socially conscious stuff I want to do. You know what I mean? So I got songs that are talking about girls who don't enjoy that life, but they at this hotel, this casino, trying to do their thing and get the money, but they conflict. So, you know what I mean? So it's just, I wanted to do a concept album, but be able to still touch on all the things that I wanted to talk about. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, you know, I will box you in. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So on this album, are you telling a real life story from song to song, or are you just giving a real life perspective from song to song?
I'd say half of it is like biographical, like I tie it into my actual life, and then other parts are like things I've seen, but just tying it into like, you know what I mean, the concept of the project. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That got me like this. We've been sitting on it for like 6 months. It's been done. I just, you know, for the business end, I gotta get the buzz and everything. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta be smarter about things this time.
You're doing it the right way, because I know you want to just be like, let's drop this right now.
Normally, that's what I do. You know what I mean? I finish it. It's up on iTunes and Spotify 2 weeks after that. But it's like, I gotta be a little bit, you know, if I'm really gonna turn this into some money, I have to really be more calculated on the business end. You know what I mean? Okay. Shout out, you know what I mean? Like, Billy's really helping me get organized and get in front of the right people, and just, you know, my thing is I'm a homebody, I'm an introvert, so I got to start getting out here and moving around. I'd rather be at home playing on my keyboard, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got to come outside and play, bruh. As a matter of fact, when you do come outside and play, you need to slide up this hill we call and come into North Cali and come sit with me, bruh.
Oh, that's gonna happen. Matter of fact, my brother and my dad both, they live in Elk Grove, so I'm through there like all the time.
Oh, bruh. Yeah. Mando, you need to come through.
That's gonna happen.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm actually playing your single in the background. Who did the production on this?
Me. I do all my production. Some song, like my engineer is like classically trained on the piano and stuff, so like there'll be some records I'll have him play and add some stuff, but 90-95% is just me in my living room, like banging on my keyboard, man.
Okay, all in-house. I ain't mad at you. That way when you go to somebody's studio, they can't be like, oh, I can't do that. Really?
Bro,
I'll see you later.
I was tired of waiting on like people to make beats, and then it came to a point where like the production I wanted, I couldn't afford. So it's like I need to just learn it. And that's why I moved here. I went to the Art Institute, learned music theory and all, and then, you know, boom, been on it since.
Okay, where in Dago are you?
I live in I'm lucky. I'm one of the blessed. I live in La Jolla, man. I live by the water and stuff. So
okay, so now being out there and being in this game for a while, I'm assuming there's some people that's heard your music. What's the love like in San Diego for Truth Ali?
I didn't I didn't know I had love like that because, like I said, I was an introvert. But there was a meet and greet I performed at. I think it was like a little bit before COVID. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna go in there and rock, and do my stuff and leave. But like I was shocked that people was legitimately coming up to me. Oh man, I like your song with Royce. Da, 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 da. So it was like, wow, like I need to come outside the house a little bit more to see it.
Yeah, you gonna have to come outside and play, bro. Because I get it completely. Because I don't like people. I'd rather be comfortable in my living room. I don't have to look over my shoulder. If everything I want is in my house, but being in this game, you have to almost step outside of who you really are to come out here and make an impact how you want to. And it's been the hardest thing for me over the years, but I've learned to. Okay, let's go.
Right, and I mean it's like sports. Like I remember being in hoop. I hated like preseason conditioning and all of that stuff, but you got to do it. Be ready. You know what I mean?
All my coaches personally try to kill me.
Bro.
From high school to college, bro. I would ask my coach, like, do I owe you money or did I date a daughter? Like, damn, why?
Bro, like I done threw up plenty of time, and in that Bakersfield heat especially. So, but it's the same thing with this. It's like there's things there's more of the things in the game that I love. So the stuff that I have to learn to love, I'm cool with learning to love it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's real, like most people that I had, like like especially in what you do, most people are actually hella cool in this industry. You get some lames every now and then, but you know what I mean. In the hip hop, the people who truly love hip hop usually be solid at the end of the day, though.
Well, I've been doing this since 2000. I started out under a small independent record label out here with AWOL with C-Bug and Marvin. That's how I started this through AWOL Records.
Pizzo.
Yes, I do.
His son went to I think he went to my junior high like 1 year.
Okay.
I think he like Bakersfield or something. I don't know why I remember that, but yeah, I'm up on all that. That's all I grew up on.
Yes, but that's why I started. And then I was part of a pioneering and a special thing that happened here in Sacramento. We were blessed to have a radio station finally dedicated to real hip hop and R&B, which was 103.5 The Bomb. So I was one of the people who started doing that, and it just carried on. So through all the years, I've always heard artists say, we don't get the love and support from home. We don't get the love and support from home. And I'm like, actually you do, but you got to understand radio is a business. Like, and then, sometimes when they keep trying to push the line on you and they keep talking shit, that's when you finally got to bust that bubble. You're like, well, okay, let me put it to you this way, player. If I take an artist, say like Truth Ali, who I know for a fact, if I book him, I can get at least 1,000 people in the venue.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I book him? Because if I book you, can I at least get 20 people in the building? If the answer is fuck no, get the fuck out my face.
Yep. I hear Billy talks about this all the time. Like when he got like these show opportunities and artists be expecting to like get paid, like, bro, what tickets is you gonna sell? What fan base? You know what I mean? And at the end and I understand that part of it too, because like when I have like artists ask me for advice and they, when they go talk to these labels, they're like, he only offered me like 40 grand. And then I'm like, bro, you got to remember, like, their part of the job is first of all, everybody is thinking about job security. So they have like an overhead that they can't go over, and they're not going to invest money in you until they see that the money is going to be returned. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and you can't, if that's my job, then I'm, that's just what it is. Right. It sucks that everything is numbers based, you know what I mean? But that's just the way the game is now, you know what I mean? So
it sucks, but that's kind of the way we wanted to push it, because when hip hop first started, we always wanted to be on the radio. We always wanted to be part of the label. So you had to understand that the numbers were going to kick in sooner or later.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. And who don't want to, like, I look at it like this, like, I love this shit so much, but for me to keep doing it, I have to be able to generate income, or else I'm gonna have to use my time to do something else.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, it's always about the money, man. Like it shouldn't come first, and it shouldn't completely dominate your decision making. But you can't do nothing in the world without it. So, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, Truth Ali, how did we get that name?
Man, so I actually started out as Truth the Brainchild, and then people were coming up to me. I would do shows in LA, and I would tell them my name and be like, Truth the what? So I was like, dang, that name's too long.
Hella long.
So then, hella long, bro. But now you got like Tyler the Creator, you know what I'm saying? So I probably could have rocked with it. But then like fast forward a couple years, and my grandfather, he actually passed away from kidney cancer. And like I was telling you, he was a musician. So like basically like I remember the day he passed away, he was kind of in and out, that in between, I guess you would call it, where you go into the next realm or whatever. And he came back and he was like, J-Ro, you got the next round. And I don't know exactly if that's what he meant, but I took it as like, here's the baton, and you got to finish my dream. And so the last round, I was like, Muhammad Ali, you know what I mean? Like, he's the greatest of all time at closing out the fight and finishing the last round. And then like the name Ali means exalted and all of that stuff. So I just felt like it was more catchy, and then it was a way for me to kind of pay homage to my grandfather, because he loved Muhammad Ali.
That's what's up, man. That's deep when you get it. I like nicknames or people's personalities that really mean something, instead of just some weird shit like, nigga, you got that because you wore a pair of green shoes one day? Really?
Man,
you don't want to talk no more.
And I done thought about like changing my name again, but I was like, nah, because I've already got some semblance of a fan base with this name, and then also it's easier. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds better.
Me personally, I'm gonna say don't change it just because of the background of the name itself. That's a cold story.
Yeah, and it's like when I tell people that, I remember one time I did it. We was on a promo run, and I told that story, and they was like, "Did you like?" They thought I made it. I'm like, "No, I swear." Like, my sister can vouch for that story. She was sitting next to me. So I think that's when stuff like that happens. That again ties into me feeling like this is my destiny. You know what I mean? So just keep following the destiny and where God pulled me. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's where hip hop was. Hip hop was telling our story. Like, it's not something you just rap about, or you just wear cool clothes. Like, if it's in you, it's in you. If it's not, you will be weeded out. But you know, I always say, like, because I'm a big R&B fan, and I'm the one to tell you, like, when I don't have the words, I know it's a song out there that has the words. Now that's R&B, that's gospel, that's that gangster shit, that's that lyrical shit. If I don't ever have the words, I know music does.
Right. That is to me, like, music for that reason is like the most powerful thing, bro. Like, I could hear something from 25 years ago when I was a kid or whatever, and it'd take me right back to that emotion when I was in the backseat of my mama's car. She ran in the post office or whatever, you know what I mean? That Guy song or what, you know what I'm saying? So it's like music is like, it's almost like a time machine in a way, you know what I'm saying? Because it takes you exactly to like what you're feeling at that time, man. I can't tell you how many times Tupac pulled me out of ruts. Just, like, I mean, I've contemplated suicide in music and say, you know what I'm saying? So, like, really that deep for me, and I take it shit serious for that reason, because I genuinely feel like it saved my life. You know what I mean? Well,
that's on a couple of levels. That's big for you to say, because we as men, especially black men, we don't like to admit weakness. We refuse to do that. So for you to sit here and say that you actually contemplated that, thank God that, you know, he put that music in your way to where you didn't want to walk down that path. So thankful for that. But it's big that you even say something like that, because like I said, as black men, we don't tell when we hurt, when we sad. You know, I'm the first one to admit, like, I was raised by a man that, as I was a baby, you know, it was hugging kisses. When I got to a certain age, fall down, cut half your arm off and bleeding to death, you drop the tear, hey, men don't cry.
Yep.
And you stop.
Bro, my stepdad is my stepdad to a T, you know what I mean? And like, me and my sister have different dads, but he treated me like a son basically, because he was around since I was like 1. So Like I cry, like that old cliche, stop crying, be a man. Like I can't tell you how many times I heard that. You know what I mean? And I think in some ways it benefited me. The world can be hard on you, especially for us. But at the same time, you do need to be able to like admit, like I need help. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like it's okay if you need help or if you need to go talk to somebody.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nothing.
Oh yeah. So with that being said, with you being in the game so long and doing the things you've done, if hip hop or this music game, I'm gonna say hip hop. So this music game called hip hop, if it could open up a door for you to do something in a different entrepreneurial type, what is it that it would do for you? What door would you like to be open for you?
There's a lot of things, man. So like my mom, for her, basically my whole life, I remember her being a lady. She had this business. Basically, was like those were like mental disabilities. It was like a foster care system for them. You know what I mean? She put them at home. She paid the providers a certain amount of money, but at least they not out on the streets yelling at, you know what I mean, whatever. So for me, it would definitely be something in that world. Like I feel like I always want to do something, you know, that's gonna progress and make the world better. That's corny. I know that's like hella corny. You know what I mean? Like people,
that's real.
But I feel like we need more of that right now, more than ever, at least in my lifetime. And like I saw Dame Dash, I think he was on Shannon Sharp's show or podcast, and he was like, we need to change the algorithm to a positive algorithm. Like everything is negative in the internet world in general. And so for me, it's just like, even if I was to do outside of hip hop, it would have to be something contributed to that. You know what I mean? Because that's what would help me sleep good at night, is knowing like I made the world a little bit better, even with my little bit of power that I got. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome, bro. That is truly awesome. And you know, let's not wait for hip hop to open the door. You need to figure out a way to go kick that door in so you can get that started. Because the way you come across, genuinely, how we were just talking about that certain subject, it's people that need to hear that. Now, with that being said, is that something that we get in a song here on the new album, or something we've done in the past?
Absolutely. A lot of my records are on that, to be honest with you. And some that I haven't released just because, like I said, like in hip hop, you gotta maintain a certain like swag and coolness factor. So you have to, like, the trick is to be able to do that, but not be too like preachy. And I feel like that's what Pac did. And I think Pac explained it to, or not to me, but I mean, in the interviews, he was just talking about how I got to use enough, you know, niggas and motherfuckers to get, you know what I'm saying, the people that I'm trying to change to really listen to me. So it's like, that's the balance, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to come across, you know, I'm a human. I got vices too, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think that you still got to be able to show that, you know, and people like us, like, we are intelligent and we are trying to move the culture and America in general forward. You know what I mean? Like, we contributing too. You know what I mean? Right. We deserve this type of respect at the end of the day.
Okay. Now, let's get to the real of this. The pandemic fucked up a lot of shit. Horribly fucked it up. So now that we getting ready to be able to go outside and play, because, you know, the mask mandate is gone. We got a few little vaccines, even though they didn't come up with a new variant of this shit already. Man, are there any shows coming up for you?
I'm looking at that, man. I've been hesitant for that reason, because I don't want, like, the new variant and we closing down. Like, I don't want to commit, and then you put the effort to get merch and all of that stuff. So I'm kind of waiting, but it seems like things are starting to progress and shows are starting to be a possibility again. I really want to hit the East Coast though. Like, I feel like, you know, I'm trying to hop on a tour or something, or part of a tour, and really tap in with the East Coast, because like, not only my lyrics and stuff, but like a lot of, obviously that's because I'm lyrical, like I get a lot of love out there. So for me, that's like the next thing, is to try to go move around a little bit on the East Coast, and then you know, come back home and settle. You know, but I'm trying to jump on somebody's major tour, bro. Like, that's my thing. I feel like getting on them bigger shows is, at this point, is more beneficial for me, because I need to be in front of as many people at one time.
Right. Now with your following Dago, have you thought about doing like your own show out there?
Yeah. I mean, and Bill, and between me and Billy too, you know what I mean? Like Billy's super plug. Like we thought about doing, we thrown some ideas around, you know, or possibly, you know, like we both connected in the industry, you know, possibly putting together our own tour with another, you know what I'm saying, another bigger artist than you. Everybody making money and we getting the exposure, you know what I mean? So I think that'll probably be the next move, to be completely honest with you, is to try to put together our own tour. I think that's the way to go.
Okay, that sounds great. And please include me if you need any help or anything. Please let me know what I can do, bro.
You already know, bro.
Appreciate
like you got a cool energy, man. I know anybody that Billy messed with, he ain't failed me, you know, yet. You know what I mean? Everybody he rock solid.
Billy is that guy. And shout out to Billy Knight One Umbrella, because it's a lot of, I've gotten a lot of game from him on this type of shit. So shout out I love Billy to death. But I appreciate you taking this time out, man, and getting this new song. By the way, like I said, it is in rotation here at Hype Radio. It will stay in rotation until you come up here and see me with the new song. This is what it is. So let me know if you someplace and you need it heard. You got my number. Hit me with a text. Hey, can I get that song played real quick? I'll get on the computer, slide it for you, and you can have it bumping wherever you got it, bro. I got you.
We gonna pull up on you this year for sure, like by the summertime, bro.
Man, you're more than welcome. Please, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, get a feature from you, anything like that, please tell them how to get a hold of you.
Right here on IG. This is my hub. As far as my email, my business email, sogaunited@gmail.com. That's SOGA United@gmail.com. Any show inquiries, any of that, that's where we handling all of that. So holla at your boy, man. We trying to move around. The pandemic even got me trying to be outside more. I've been inside so much. So if you need me, hit me up.
That's saying for somebody who didn't want to leave the living room. I get it though. I done moved my furniture so many times around my house just to get a different look. It's sad, bro.
Like, please invite me to your city. I'm trying to come out there.
Yes, indeed. Brother, it's been a real honor, real experience.
No doubt.
I appreciate you taking the time. Like I said, you are in rotation here. You are now part of the Hype family. Anything you need, anything you want to talk about, get at me. You got my personal. It's good. Anytime.
Likewise, brother. And be blessed, man. It was a privilege, bro, to chop it up with you. Let me tell my story a little bit. And like I said, we're going to be in studio soon. So
For sure.
Man.
All right, bro. You be safe.
Be easy, bro.